8:35 on your Tuesday morning. Time to fire it up, your First Alert weather live stream. Hey, this is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon coming to you live in the First Alert Weather Center. We need to talk about some changes that are going to be heading your way over the next day or so. In fact, why not talk about over the next 7 days? That's kind of what we do, right? All right, let's take you out to a live view from our Appleton sky cam. We've got looks like a mostly sunny sky and a temperature of 48 degrees, dew point 39, a north wind at 7 miles an hour. 48 right now is a popular number in the Fox Valley, Oshkosh, Appleton, Green Bay. We have 37 right now in Iron Mountain, where lows this morning were around the freezing mark and it was a little bit on the frosty side. Meanwhile, we're at 50 degrees in Manitowoc and in Sheboygan. A lot of our temperatures are give or take about 10 degrees cooler now than they were at this time yesterday, so it definitely feels a little more fall-like out there. It's been a warm autumn so far, but today feels a little more seasonable. We'll have a high of 59 degrees, and the sunshine that you're seeing right now is going to fade away. We're going to have increasing clouds. By the end of your Tuesday, it is going to be overcast, with showers arriving around and after sunset. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor with today's high temperatures. And notice towards the top of the screen on the banner there, it says average high temperature, 59 degrees. That's for Green Bay, and that's what we're forecasting for today. Today is going to be a seasonable day with highs in the upper 50s across the North Woods and down the Lake Michigan shoreline, a high of 61 in Sheboygan, more low 60s in the Fox Valley. All right, now that we talked about today's temperatures, let's talk about our next weather maker. This is the big deal that you need to know about. We've got more showers heading towards northeast Wisconsin. They'll be arriving towards sunset and passing through tonight. This is not going to be a big soaker. However, the heaviest rainfall totals will likely be to the south of Green Bay. So let's take a peek at our satellite and radar combo. And yes, we've got some rain right now across northwestern Wisconsin, back across the northern and central plains. These showers are spreading to the east, and they're being partially kicked off by the wind coming over top of that frontal boundary that is draped across the mid-Mississippi Valley, a little bit of overrunning going on there. And then high above, there's some jet stream energy, a little wave of low pressure. Weather geeks like to call it a short wave. It's a little disturbance aloft in the atmosphere. That helps to add an extra lift to the air. And as that air rises and goes through condensation, the moisture gets squeezed out of the clouds, and voila, you've got some showers. We'll be seeing those tonight. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, which has sunshine mixed with some clouds this morning and into the midday. Predictor hints at a couple rain showers trying to make their way into north central Wisconsin. I definitely buy into that. But the lion's share of the rain is not going to, and it's going to arrive until we get towards the end of the afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm playing a little audible. I hit the wrong button, and Pinpoint Predictor decided to jump to the 7-day forecast. There we go. There's that rain coming into the Fox cities close to 5 o'clock. So that just might coincide with the drive time home. So as people are coming home from work, you might have some damp roads to deal with, and the windshield wipers might start to go. But the bulk of the rain comes in tonight. There's 9 o'clock this evening, widespread light rain, and that continues up through about 1 a.m. And then in the pre-dawn hours heading into Wednesday, a lot of this rain starts to sink to the south. And all that's left early Wednesday morning is perhaps just a leftover daybreak shower south of Highway 10. Maybe a couple sprinkles elsewhere, but for all intents and purposes, the rain is pretty much done. Again, not a big event, but areas south of Green Bay could see 1/4 of an inch of rain, maybe up to 1/2 inch of rain. Folks farther north, probably not as much. Now, hold on before you get upset about that, because I do know how dry it's been this autumn. There's other rain chances ahead. So tonight's rain chance is around 70%. And then Thursday, we got a 30% chance of a shower or perhaps an evening thunder shower. And then the weekend is wet at times. Not a washout for Saturday, not a washout for Sunday, but we've got a 40% chance of scattered showers on Saturday with rain wrapping up early Sunday morning. That rain chance is around 30%. So hopefully you get some beneficial rain over the next 7 days ahead. There's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. 59 today, seasonable with increasing clouds. We'll have rain tonight. Now, I think the rain is probably going to hold off in Milwaukee until after the Brewers-Dodgers game. Game 2 is tonight. Boy, they lost by a razor's edge last night. They lost 2-1. It was quite a pitcher's duel. But tonight, hopefully the Brew Crew has a little better luck and knots the series at 1-1. We'll see. But if you've got tickets to go to AmFam Field, I say awesome. Of course, the roof will be closed because it's going to be on the cool side. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s. We'll have thickening clouds, and I think the rain is going to arrive after the game. You probably will be home by the time it rains in Milwaukee. So as we move on deeper into your First Alert Super 7-day forecast, showers to the south early Wednesday morning, but in general, mostly dry during the day, but still mostly cloudy. And tomorrow is going to be the coolest day of the week. I've got a high of 58 degrees. In general, you're looking at mid and upper 50s for highs on Wednesday, so temperatures will still be near normal. But the temperature trend goes back up late in the work week. 62 on Thursday with showers developing. There might be a thunder shower in there, especially in the evening. And then Friday, with more sunshine and a breezy south wind, we're going to shoot for the highs in the low 70s. And for Friday evening, high school football games, another mild night. Let me tell you, this has been one of the easiest high school football seasons to memory. I mean, we've had a lot of mild nights. We haven't had a lot of soaking precipitation. For the most part, it's been comfortable and dry. Temperatures Friday evening should be sliding through the 60s with clear to partly cloudy skies. By the way, the Operation Football game of the week is Notre Dame at Oshkosh North, and that's at Titan Stadium, and that should be a good one. So whether it's that game or any of the games in Northeast Wisconsin, looks like you guys are going to luck out again. And then the weekend, there's some rain chances there for Saturday and for early Sunday, kind of hit and miss stuff. Our temperatures will start trending back down. So we go from 72 on Friday to 68 on Saturday, back down to the upper half of the 50s Sunday and Monday. So the temperatures will be up and down, very fall-like over the next 7 days. There's no huge spikes or big massive drops. I would say it's a gentle up and down temperature curve between now and early next week. All right, and that forecast, we're going to be tweaking those numbers and adjusting those highs and lows over the next several days, and you can get the freshest data by using our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. If you can, depending on how you're watching this live stream, get out your smartphone and scan the QR code there, and you can download that right to your electronic device. You can do it with your tablet as well. All right, he's here. I sense his presence, and I hear his laughter. Meteorologist Nolan Kane just stepped into the First Alert Weather Center. I saw him in the corner of my eye. I'm just being overly dramatic. That's what I do. He is going to be your meteorologist guiding you through Action 2 News at noon and at 4. And I'm sure Nolan will dive deeper into some of the little weather tidbits that you can expect between now and this upcoming weekend. All right. See, I told you he's here. He just hopped on the other computer over there. So anyway, all right. Well, anyway, that is what's going on with our weather. That's what's going on with our First Alert Weather live stream. Aisha Morales is getting things going on the TV side, and I'll be getting things on the weather side, and we'll be firing things back up with Action 2 News mid-morning at 9 o'clock. And otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the sun while you've got it, because it's going to fade away. And then if you've got any evening plans tonight, don't forget to grab that umbrella because it's going to be wet. All right, have a super day. Thanks for watching. Adios.